Pa, 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 para, pam, pam. All right, if you can hear and see me, please feel free to use the chat. If you want to ask me a question, you can use your mics and ask me questions, but please be respectful of the class. If you have questions, just say, I'll usually open up the session to have a question session, like, hey, does anybody have any questions? Or if you want to, you can raise your hand and I'll call you out. Like say, let's say Damia has a question. So she raises her hand and I see it and I'll be like, okay, you had a question, students in Zoom class? Or yes, questions, students in the YouTube session? Hi, YouTube students. So if you YouTube students have questions and you don't want to join the Zoom session, you can ask in the chat. We do have a teacher there also to help answer questions there. For the Zoom students, you have myself and also another teacher to help you out in the chat group for the students in the Zoom group. All right, since everyone can hear me now, I think I'll be doing the usual, which is bringing up the slides. In 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, and there we go. Okay. So today for Form 1 students, if you're Form 1 students, hi, welcome back to another session of the English, sorry. Hi everyone, my name is Teacher Uma and welcome to another session of my eKelas, brought to you by my sis. Today we're going to go through Malaysian folklore, part 1. And today we're going to go through famous Malaysian folklore and how to use could and couldn't. Let's begin. Now, what we'd like you to do is help us fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with the words in the table on your right. So on your screen, you should see a list of words. Or the words I see here is life, strength, naive, attracted, celestial, and also warrior. All right. So we have all these words. What I need you to do, hold on. Yeah, there we go. So now what I need you to do is just quickly try your best and answer the questions as we go through it. The first one is, Putri Gunung Ledang is a beautiful princess who lived on Mount Ledang. Ignore the comma. I don't think that's appropriate there. So Putri Gunung Ledang is a beautiful white princess who lived on Mount Ledang. So what word do you think fits best here? Pro tip, I think for questions that require fill in the blanks, your first question, you shouldn't have an answer immediately. What I like to do is put potential numbers on the right. So let's say, for example, I think the number one could either be attracted, celestial, or warrior. Celestial princess, warrior princess, strength princess. But I think it's the top, bottom two. So I'll put here 1 and 1. So these are the potential answers for number 1. Yay, thank you, Tasha. Thank you, Shamatha. So Shamatha answers naive. It's a naive princess. So that could also be a potential answer. So put down naive as also number 1, potentially. All right, so that's the potential answers that we have. Just a moment, I need to reset the YouTube chat group. I don't know why YouTube does this. All right, hi everyone. All right, so now that we have our potential answers, let's move to number 2. Okay, so we're going to go through all of them first and see if any of the questions have a very definite answer. Let's look at number 2. No one listened to Masuri as she pleaded for her what? No one listened to Masuri as she pleaded for her. If you know the story of Masuri, she had to plead for her. Tasha Devi put down life. Daniel also agrees life. So we know for sure number 2 is life. So that's definite. We know that already. You can't plead for strength, naive, attracted, celestial, or warrior. Sharmata also agrees life. YouTube, does anybody have an answer for life? Anyone just yet? Before we go any further, I just want to say greetings to everyone here. So hi Dayano, hi Novi Blue, hi Xerox, hi Kairin, hi Alicia, hi Tarshini, hi Kairin. Hello everyone. For Zoom students, hello Danish, Firas, Sharmata, Tasha Devi. For those students who have been responding to me lah. So yeah, cool. So we have all students here and available. You can hear me. That's great. So number 2, we think the answer is life. Number 3, Pandir is portrayed as a very innocent and what? Man. Innocent and what? Man. How is Pak Pandey portrayed? So Danish answers naive. So could be naive. So we have 2 answers now, 1 and 3 for naive. Can it be any other answer? It's a very innocent and what man? And strength man, and life man, and attracted man, celestial man. So celestial question mark. So you're not quite sure. It doesn't really fit, does it? Because and you don't usually put innocent with celestial, but because we're not sure, we're going to put a tiny, tiny 3 there with a question mark. It could be, but we're not quite sure. So we're going to put the 3 question mark. Okay. Number 4. Badang is a legendary figure with extreme what? Strength. So number 4 is strength. Suppose strength number 4, right? Is there any other answer that could fit here? Extreme warrior with extreme life, with extreme naive, with extreme attracted? Doesn't really fit. I don't think so. Extreme life, maybe, but I don't think so. But we're tiny 4 right there, just tiny as a consideration, but I don't think so. Number 5, Mahsuri again marries a what? Named Wanderus. Marries a what? A warrior. Okay, so we're very sure it's a warrior because you can't marry a celestial saja. You can't marry a attracted. You can't marry a naive. You can't marry a strength, and you can't marry a life. So we're quite sure number 5 is warrior. So put on 5, we remove the 1 there. So now we're just unsure about number 1 being either naive or celestial. So there's 2 there now. That's the only 2 answers that could be 1. Danish Firas, you say celestial means chakrawala. More or less, you're not wrong. It's not the specific answer, but I guess celestial here means of the chakrawala. That means you are of a higher ordained or being or existence, plane of existence daripada kawasan itu. Alright. Number 6, the Malacca Sultanate was something to Putri Gunung Ledang's beauty. Vishal Murugan answer is attracted. Let's see if YouTube has an answer here. YouTube. I'm sorry if I'm already answering from the YouTube session. It's just that it's not coming on live for me just yet. Sekejap, I'll reset this for a bit. Maaf semua. Live chat. All right, so that okay. So Tarshini answers here 3 attracted. 3 attracted. So attracted could be for number 3 also. So now we have a clear idea. Number 6 tadi, we had a clear answer for number 6, attracted also. So attracted is number 6. Let's put here. The Melaka Sultanate was attracted to Putri Gunung Ledang's beauty. So that's number 6. I think that's a really big answer. Is it number 3? No longer possible because I don't think attracted here fits an attracted man. So no longer there. So 6 settled already. So that we have answer for number 6. Number 5 also confirmed. Number 4, strength. Strength is number 4, so that's also already confirmed. Number 3, Pak Pandey is put as an innocent and something man. Number 3 is naive or celestial. We know celestial already is not that. It doesn't sound like it could be number 3. So number 3 is naive. And number 2 is life because number 4 is already confirmed. And number 1 can only be celestial. So there we have it. So that's how I recommend students answering fill in the blanks questions. You want to look at all the answers, find the confirmed one first, the ones you're unsure, just put it on first, and slowly by way of negation, of cutting things out from the answers, you have the right answers. All right, good job, everyone. But, to toot our own horn, let's check to see if the answers are right. 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, beautiful celestial, beautiful life, innocent and naive man with extreme strength. Mahasuri marries a warrior named Wanderers, and finally, the Malacca Sultanate was attracted to Putri Gunung Ledang's beauty. Good job, Sama. You got the right answers. So that's how I recommend you do fill in the blank questions. For Form 1 students, you'll do well to remember this tip because you'll come back later in your Form 3 exams. Now, what does could refer to? What do you use could for? We have 3 answers here. I'm going to read through and try to give me your best guess. All right, give me your best guess as to which answer could it be. Is it A, refer to inability in the future, B, inability in the past, or C, ability in the past? Which one is it? Is it A, B, or C? Betul. Hello? Hello, student? Hello? All right, so we have C. If any other answers? We have, let's see here, answer from Christy Cheryl says A, Enrico says A, Ariel says Afif. We have Dennis saying C, couldn't is an inability. Okay, but what we're looking at could right now, so let's not skip a question right now. Could is past tense for can. Here you are not fully correct, but not fully incorrect, but good idea, good direction there. All right, so we have a few answers from everyone. Adrian says A, Noradamia says C, we have Alia saying C, Ariel saying A. So let's find out what the answer is. In 3, 2, 1, the answer is C. So could refers to an ability in the past. Yes, in past tense. Couldn't refers to an inability in the past. So could and couldn't are the past tense forms of can and can't, respectively. All right. What, but teacher, you said it was almost incorrect. There's a slight difference in the word could and can. You could do something.
C.
Okay, so you could and you can have very different meanings in terms to like contextually, but generally, yes, could and can are basically, could is the past tense of can. But I want you to pay attention to the contextual part. That's part of the spoken part of the English language. All right, now fill in the blanks with could or couldn't. So number 1, I was very disappointed with myself as I something finished the examination paper. So we have 2 words to use here, could and couldn't. Before we continue, I would like for you to make sure to have your notes ready. Please write down couldn't refers to the inability in the past, could refers to an ability in the past. Please write this down. If you after class and your parents ask you, what did you learn today? You'll be able to answer that 1, Masuri married a warrior, and 2, could and couldn't are used as such. So these are the things I want you to write down. So please find yourself with a paper and pen and write down these notes. All right, so once you've written it down, good job, everyone. Hold on, what's this? Okay, Danish answers could is a modal verb. That's a very specific explanation. I don't want to go into it just yet, but good point, and it's actually correct. All right, so that's the specific part of it. For those on the Zoom chat, check out the Zoom chat. We had Danish share an answer, which is really good. For YouTube students, I won't discuss that just yet, but in the future, hopefully we will. Right. So number 1, it's couldn't. So as I couldn't, as answered by Vishal Murugan. Anyone else have any answers for number 1? I was very disappointed with myself as I couldn't. With a comma. It's important to include the comma because if not, it's a misspelling, and misspelling costs you the mark. So make sure to spell your answers correctly. And don't worry if you get it wrong. The idea here isn't to like test you for getting it right all the time. If you got it wrong, that just means your inner understanding had a bias to it. It's a small bias. And because we identified that feeling was incorrect, in the future, you don't have to rely on feel. You know the answer is right. Teacher in life is not the same. That's because in the live for YouTube, there's a bit of a delay. That's why we recommend students to go into the Zoom session. The Zoom session is properly live, like there's a less of a delay. For the YouTube, there's about a 1 or 2 minutes of delay, in which that's why I'll get the answers from the Zoom students first. So number 2, I wanted to show my father that I could do it. I'll answer by Christy Cheryl. Christy Cheryl answers number 2 as could. I could do it. So I tried my very best. Good job. Students in Zoom, however, please don't use the drawing tool when I'm writing on this page. It is a bit distracting. Number 3, Harold something, make it in time as he was caught in a traffic jam. So Harold what? Could or couldn't? For question number 2, I think Christy answers could, Farida answered could, Tarshini says number 2 answer is could. Number 3, Tasha Devi answers couldn't. So Harold couldn't make it because there was a, what we always refer to as jam. The full sentence is traffic jam. Harold couldn't. All right, making time as he was caught in a traffic jam. All right, good job, everyone. Good job, good job, good job. Tarashini, answer number 3 is could. We'll find out later if it's right or wrong. We'll just put down the answers I see first here. Number 4, Dija what? Hold her breath for more than 5 seconds. There is something wrong with her lungs. Oh no. So which one is it? Is it 4, couldn't or could? Tarashini answers number 4, couldn't. Nordamia agrees couldn't also. Sharma says couldn't. Vishal says couldn't also. So we'll put down here couldn't. Couldn't. All right. Number 5, Linda what? Stand on one foot for 5 hours. Everyone was impressed. So what was Linda able to do that got everyone impressed? Farida, Awang, and Rodamia, and also Vishal says could. Vishal, there was a typo there. Good job answering that properly. All right. Again, be careful with typos. That can cost you the mark. Even though your intended answer was correct, if you misspell your answer, we can't deem it correct. And that goes 1 point. 6, we what? Number 6. Number 6. Enrico says number 4 is couldn't. Good job. Alicia says number 5 is could. Good job. Sharmata and Nordamia agree that the answer for number 6 is couldn't. The students on YouTube agree also. Awang Karin also says number 6 is couldn't. Number 6 question answer is, Tarashini says number 6 is could. We could take any photos in the museum. It was prohibited. Again, it was prohibited is the key word here. So instead of could, it is. Christy says 6 is couldn't. Good job. Number 7, Penny what? Play checkers very well. She was the best in her class. Number 7. So we have a few answers for number 7 for the Zoom class. We have Damia, Sharma, Tasha, all saying the answer is could. What's the answers from the YouTube students? So here we have number students. Farida, Enrico, Christy, and also Alicia all agree that number 6 is couldn't. Oh, hold on, Farida says 6 is could. Number 7, Tarashini says could. So Penny could play checkers very well. Christy Carroll and also Rizman say number 7 is could also. So we'll put down could. Good job, everyone. Number 8. Omar something understand why he was kicked out of class. He hadn't done anything wrong. So there was one more word here. Couldn't, whoopsie. Omar what? Understand why he was kicked out of class. What is the answer for number 8? He hadn't done anything wrong. So what was it? Could or couldn't? From the Zoom's class, we have Tasha, Sharma, Vishal, Awang, all answering couldn't. YouTube students, what are the answers for number 8? We have Christy Cheryl saying couldn't. Anyone else? Tarashini also saying couldn't, also couldn't. All right. And Rizman saying couldn't also. So there we go. Here are answers for this question. Let's check to see the answers are correct. In 3, 2, 1, reveal. 5 says couldn't also. And we got it. We did it. So 1 couldn't, 2 could, 3. Hold on. Let me just get this right. There. There we go. 3 couldn't, 4 couldn't, 5 could, 6 couldn't, 7 could, 8 couldn't understand why he was kicked out of class. He hadn't done anything wrong. So good job, everyone, for getting your answers correct. I, however, have been reading could and couldn't for too many times. It now no longer makes sense to me. How about you? Do you find that whenever you say a word too many times, it starts to lose its meaning? Right now, the words could and couldn't look really weird to me. So I want to move past this now. So clearing all that, thank you, Zoom and YouTube students, for sharing your answers. That was great. There's even more couldn't. Okay. So it's our last session to do this. We have another 9 more minutes left. So hopefully we can get it done in time. So for this one, we have 5 questions. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's split it up right now. For the YouTube students, hello. Hi. So YouTube students, what I need you to do is help me answer questions 4 and 5. So in the chat, put down the answers for 4 and 5. For the Zoom class, since you're getting my text earlier, you know by now that you need to do the 1, 2, and 3. So can you give me the answer for 1, 2, and 3 in one submission? So before you press enter, press 1 answer, 2 answer, 3 answer. For students on the YouTube page, on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube live, make sure to put down 4 and 5 in your answers immediately. All right. So time starts now. While we wait for all the answers, I'll read out the questions. Number one, Chesiti was a warrior princess who something ride a horse and perform martial arts well. Two, the king was shocked that any celestial being, something, have been defeated by an ordinary man. Three, the prince threatened to attack Kedah unless he something married the princess. Four, the royal couple knew that they something keep the baby as they had no idea where she had come from. And five, the queen wanted to keep the princess in the palace. So she something keep an eye on her. All right, so those are all the questions. Again, I'm asking students from the YouTube channel, please put down answers for number 4 and 5 in one answer. For the Zoom students, put down your answers for 1, 2, and 3 together in one go. Again, YouTube 4 and 5, one go. Students on Zoom 1, 2, and 3. We've done the first exercise as a gateway to get us into understanding what's going. Now I want to see how well you understand it. All right, our first answer from Zoom from Danish Firas has all answers is what for 1, 2, and 3 is could, couldn't, and could. Chesiti was a warrior princess who could ride a horse, and it as a being couldn't have been defeated by an ordinary man. Number 3, answer was could. The prince threatened to attack Kedah unless he could marry the princess. We'll hold those answers for now. Let's see the answers from the YouTube for 4 and 5. Let's see 4 and 5. 4 and 5 together is by Rizman. Rizman answers 4 and 5 together. 4. The royal couple knew that they couldn't keep the baby as they had no idea where she had come from. Good job. Number 5. The queen wanted to keep the princess in the palace so she could keep an eye on her. All right, so here we have all our answers. Do you have any other answers with all 3 or 2 answers? Alia Maisara agrees with Rizman that the first number 4 and number 5 is couldn't and could, followed by Farida and Azrinda. All of you agree that number 4 and 5 is couldn't and could. Let's see our Zoom chat. Number 1, 2, and 3. Tasha Devi answers all 5. Tasha, let's leave the last 2 for the YouTube students. Nur Damia says couldn't, and could. Amboy, Zoom students, answering all the questions. Good energy, however, I did ask for the first 3, okay? But yes, could, couldn't, could. So Zoom seems to agree that number 2 is couldn't. I don't see any different answers for number 2. All right. Oh wait, hold on. Awan Karin did answer number 2 as couldn't, but did not follow the rules which I asked was for answers to be in one submission. But good attempt. Let's find out the answers now. In 3, 2, wait, before I share the answers, try completing your answer for all 5, and now we'll do the check, okay? 3, 2, 1, and check answers. So answers are here. 1 is could. Chesiti was a warrior princess who could ride a horse and perform martial arts well. Number 2, the king was shocked that any celestial being could have been defeated by an ordinary man. The king was surprised that something can happen. The prince threatened to attack Kedah unless he could marry the princess. Number 4, the royal couple knew that they couldn't keep the baby. And number 5, so she could keep an eye on her. So those are all the answers for number 1 till number 5. Good job, everyone. And that brings us to the end of the class. This is English live lessons on YouTube and on Zoom brought to you by Max's eKelas. My name is Teacher Uma. I'm going to start sharing now. So thank you everyone for joining us for today. Thank you for the YouTube students for sharing in this session. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. Also for the students on Zoom too. Before I end this class, however, please stay for a moment. I do want to share announcements. The announcements are coming up in 3, 2, 1. Just a moment. All right, here we are. So announcements. 1, don't forget to check out our official portal at eKelas.com.my. For students on Zoom, I know they're already on the platform because you're in our Zoom class. So good job. For those on YouTube Live, please join us on Zoom. That way you don't have to wait for the delay. 3, subscribe. Number 2, subscribe, like, and share our Message eKelas YouTube channel. Please do have your friends on board. It's more fun when we have more students to share answers with, find out if we're right or wrong, or even just like generally answer questions. Number 3, Digital Mission on Photography is a competition that you can submit to. It's the last day, however, so before you end the day, please check out the portal, attend, participate in the competition. There are prizes to be won. Number 4, tomorrow, our maths and science live sessions are happening starting at 10 a.m. So find yourself up and awake before 10 on the YouTube page for more info. And finally, number 5, the timetable for all these classes and more are on the portal. So if you are kind of tired of getting all these announcements and you just want to have all the information ready for you, check out eKelas.com.my. What are you waiting for? It's eKelas.com.my. All right. I hope you enjoyed the class. For Zoom students, I'll see you in the future. Until then, see you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining today's class.
Bye, teacher. Bye.
Thank you for
Bye,
joining.
sir.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Thank you so much. Okay. All right.
Bye, sir.
Thank you to the YouTube students too so much for joining us for today. I just want to read out the names as you guys go off already. Thank you to Alicia. Thank you, Karin. Thank you, Christy, Cheryl. Thank you, Ashini. Thank you, Danish. Thank you, Awish. Thank you, Amalie. Thank you, Galaxy A10s. A reminder, if you're joining our classes, please change your name to your actual names, like refer to you on them. Thank you, Nordamia. Thank you, Izzat. Thank you so much for joining us for today. All right. Until then, bye-bye.